People have gotten to a point where Mr. Harper and others have convinced people that politics isn't really much of a force for good or for change in the world, and we're better off just picking whoever and hoping they stay out of our way. You know what? That's not the Canadian way. That's not the responsibility that we share as Canadians. We are luckier than 99.5% of everyone on the planet simply because we live in Canada. But that luck comes with a responsibility. We have the capacity to do the one thing that every other country around the world is trying to get right. That is, be strong not in spite of our differences, but because of those differences. We embrace our diversity. We understand that our strength comes from all the multiple perspectives, the multiple viewpoints, the realities of urban versus rural, east versus west, English, French, new Canadians, old Canadians, young people, older people. Whatever differences this country pulls together, we pull together. We rise above it. It's always easy in times of crisis to point fingers and lay blame. Much more challenging to build for a future that we believe in. To say this is our responsibility collectively and my responsibility as an individual to be part of that solution. A big part of it, I mean, if you think about it, when we watch TV, we love to see car crashes. What is that, Gone in 60 Seconds, various TV shows, anytime there's a car crash or a big accident or disaster, we'll take a look. We love to watch car crashes. But if we're in a car, we don't want to see a car crash, particularly not our crash. And the problem is we have become consumers of politics who are observers of politics. We watch politics happen. And when you watch something happen, you want to see division and discord. You want to see excitement. However, if you feel you're part of it, that excitement becomes less interesting, and what becomes interesting is success, is progress, is being part of the building of a better future. And that's the shift we need to make. That's the shift that goes from feeling like politics is something that happens out there in Ottawa, and understanding that politics is no more, no less than how we choose to organize ourselves as communities, as a people, as a country. And therefore, politics starts right here. And I can think of very few politicians who understand the importance of community the way Maria has always emphasized and understood it. The one challenge I think we have as a Liberal Party rebuilding and growing over the next few years is to look at the right that has got its connections with big business and multinationals and the oil companies. Look at the left with its strong traditional base in unions. But understand that we can draw from the big businesses. We can draw from the unions because we're all part of the same thing, but mostly understand that the strength of the Liberal Party is based in its sense of community and our connections with communities. The challenge we have is that Liberals who define themselves as Big L Liberals and are active in organizations that have for a goal to elect Liberals as Liberal members need to understand that it's more than just walking around saying, I'm a Liberal, so I want to elect Liberals. What you say is, I'm a Liberal, so I want to see a better Canada. I'm a Liberal, so I want to build a better world. And a small piece of that is, yes, making sure that strong Liberals like Maria and many others get elected. But another part of that is, I'm a Liberal, so I help out in the local food bank. I'm a Liberal, so I'm involved in Little League or community sports. I'm a Liberal, so I'm present and active on a neighborhood council. I'm a Liberal because I believe that my involvement as an active, engaged citizen will make this world a better place. That's something we say a lot. It's not something we do enough for it to percolate through. I mean, the one thing we've heard more than ever before in this past election was, I don't know what Liberals stand for. Liberals, yeah, they're in the middle, they want to gain power, they'll flex however they need to, but what do they really stand for? And it's not enough to just talk about what we stand for, that we stand for social justice, that we stand for a balance between economic prosperity and the opportunity for everyone to partake in that economic prosperity by going to school, by being able to get ahead and out of poverty. It's a question of understanding that everyone can be a powerful agent of change, and that government needs to encourage that and facilitate that. Doesn't mean a return to the massive social welfare programs of the past. I think the world has moved on, and it's a good thing. Because individuals and communities are more and more powerful and more capable of taking on the challenges that exist in their communities and overcoming them. But a good government is one that enables that encourages that values the volunteerism, the engagement, the work. Everyone here, and I know a lot of you are here because you're all friends of Maria, a lot of you are involved in charitable organizations and community organizations. You know the extent to which a community organization can take a $1 donation and transform it into $10 worth of value for the community. Well, that's an extraordinarily powerful mechanism for improving the lives of people who live in those communities. We need to focus on that. The next few years of the Liberal Party will be characterized not by leadership wrangling, not by saying, oh, we picked the right leader and everything will fall into place. We've been in that mode for too long and it's never worked for us. The next few years will be characterized by hard work on the ground, and not hard work rebuilding Liberal organizations, although that'll be part of it, but hard work reminding our neighbors, people in our community, Canadians right across the country, that Liberals are in it to build a better country. People say all the time, when we get a little full of ourselves and in our cups as Liberals, oh, the Liberal Party created this country. They pointed Medicare, they pointed all the great decisions, they pointed all the different things that we did. But they're wrong. The Liberal Party didn't shape Canada. Canada shaped the Liberal Party. We are a party that, when we're at its best, represent people from all different ideologies, from left to right in the spectrum, all different backgrounds, all different experiences, all different corners of the country, all different age ranges, working together to try and do what's right by all of us. And when we fall into the finger pointing and the naming and the blaming, we're getting away from that core sense that we need to build, we need to serve. So the first thing we have to do is start reconnecting and reminding people that politics can be and must be a powerful force for good in people's lives. Making tough decisions, not oversimplifying everything. Anyone who tells you that there's a simple, easy answer to a complex issue is trying to sell you something. We need to work together to develop those complex solutions that we need here in Canada, but that the world needs Canada to be developing, generating, and sharing with the rest of the planet. We have a responsibility. And it all starts when, as individuals, we realize our power to step up, to be more, to engage with the world around us, and to build a better world around us. As soon as we figure out, as individuals, that we have the power to shape the world for the better, that we have the power as Liberals to set Canada on the right path, well, then creating that better Canada, a more just, a more balanced, more responsible, more engaged, creating that country goes from being a utopic, nice idea to being flat out inevitable. Thank you very much.